በሌላ የበደረሰው ነገር ምንም አይቆጨኝም እንደዚህ ሆንኩት ለባማራህሉና እንደዚህ መስዋዕት በመሆኔ ምንም አይቆጨኝም እንደውም ደስተኛ ነኝ
I do not regret for I sacrificed to the existence of Amhara. I am happy for the sacrifice I paid. They simply need to make us heartbroken and despair. I will never despair. My message to those who face the same gender-based violence: never give up and feel despair of their honor crime. Rather, you need to be strong and show your refusal to such a barbaric act.
Na ይነሱ ምኞት ደግሞ አሁን እንዳይሆን እናንተ ተስፋ ትቁረጡ እንደውም ከዚህ የበለጠ ኃይል ሊሆናችሁ ይገባል እንደውም መልክ ሊይዛችሁና ከዚህ የበለጠ እነሱን እንድትቃወሙ ነው የምናገረው ትንሽ ቀን ሆኗቸዋል ሳምንት አካባቢ ሆኗቸዋልና ከሸሸንበት ቦታ ሰው አይነኩ ምናምን ሲሉን ተመለስን
Within few days they took control of the town. We just got back to our home from the place where we had been smuggled. At that time they were not yet doing robbery and gender-based violence. It is following their defeat they began to commit their cruel act. I had never been out of home. Whenever they saw female, they took her out. By the time I had been at home, they just come early in the evening at about dinner time. They asked for jewel and pistol, if any. My mother replied them that there are no such things in home. An Amharic movie actress Salam Tesfaye was on TV. There he says, "You completely take after Salam and asked whether I am from Tigray or not." I replied him that I am Amhara with Wollo parental background. He laughed and said, "You are Tigray?" Then they got out of home. It is 5 at night. They came back and knocked our door. We remained silent and they opened the door forcefully. I was inside the upstairs room. As soon as his arrival, he took me out. Many children whom I exceed at age and other girls were under their control. Those who exceed me at age were supposed to stay at hotels. And they took us in a residence located at 02 Gabale. We were not in fear for we were large in number. They locked us and went away. On the next day, late afternoon, they came and took us club. The owner of the club is the one who accommodates all what they need. She told us that we are to spend the night in her club in deceiving us, as if it is bad to let girls go home at late evening. We felt as if she was too much concerned to us. She confined us in a room that has no door to lock. The intoxicated gangsters came and took whom they would choose. They kept on doing like that, and it was me and my friend who were left in the room. Meanwhile, they took my friend and I remained alone in an open room. At the end, one of them came and took me out. The compound was full of screaming.
መጀመሪያ እሷን ወሰዷት ብቻዬን ቀረሁኝ እኔ በሩ ክፍት ነው ከዛ በቃ መጣው ከዛ እኔን ወሰደኝ ዛ በግቢው ውስጥ ያለው ጮኸት የሚያስጠላ ነው በሰዓቱ የነበረው በጣም ብዙ ሴቶች አሉ አቅመ ደካሞችን ሳይቀር እየደፈሩ አሁን በተክርስቲያን ጸበል ይወደቁ አሉ መነሳት የማይችሉ ለ5 ለ6 እየደፈሯቸው ማለት ነው እንግዲህ አቅመ ደካሞችን
They rape elders who are so elderly and needy. It is a kind of gang rape. They fight not for their freedom and they know they will be losers. That is why they rape elderly women. Little children at the age of 7 and 8 are also victims of gender-based violence. They repeatedly say that you are donkeys. They also commit physical violence.
በቃ ስድባቸው ለአህያ ነው ሲሳደቡ ስድባቸው እንደዛ እየደፈሩ ለራሱ እየተማቱ እየተሳደቡ ነው እንደዛ ሲያደርጉ የነበረውና በጣም የሚያሳዝኑ ናቸው እነሱ እኔ ጥንካሬውን የተማርኩ ከእናቴ ነው። ይሄ እኮ ምንም ማለት አይደለም። እኔ እንደዚህ በመሆኔ አይቆጨኝም። ይሄ እኮ ለሀገሬ ብዬ ለህዝቦቼ፣ ለቤተሰቦቼ፣ ለጎረቤቶቼ፣ ለሁሉም የከፈልኩት መስዋዕትነት ነው። ስለዚህ እንደዚህ በመሆኔ ምንም ነገር አይሰማኝም። ተስፋም አልቆርጥም።
Strength is what I learned from my mother. I do not regret, for it is a sacrifice I paid to my country and the people. There are girls who committed suicide due to such a violence. My mother took me to the hospital and I got treatment. It is not something to feel ashamed of. Had it been my consent and unable to listen parental advice, I would regret it. It is forcefully that I am in such a case. It has been their normal practice in each home. Those who face the same gender-based violence are not willing to go to hospital. They do not want others to know what happened to them. I am telling to the media freely, for I have to be a voice to victims like me. And my message is, please be courageous, and you have lots of things to teach others.
ስለዚህ በቃ ተነሱ፣ ተስፋ አትቁረጡ። እንደውም እናንተ አድጋችሁ ተምራችሁ ተመርቃችሁ ለሴቶች ለሌሎች ሴቶች ድምጽ ትሆናላችሁ። በየቤቱ አትቀመጡ፣ ተናገሩ፣ ውጡ ነው የምለው እኔ ለሌሎች ሴቶች ማለት ነው። ተምሬ አድጌ ዶክተር ሆኜ ይሄን ነገር ካሁን በኋላ እንደውም እንደሆነ ለራሱ አላስታውሰውም። በቃ ምንም አይሰማኝም እንደሆነ በቃ እንዳለፈ።
I have an ambition to be a doctor. What happened to me is all about the past. I'm not willing to entertain any kind of psychological crisis. It is the sacrifice I paid to my country and the people, and I will be a doctor upon my ambition. It is what I wish upon the will of Allah.
እነሱ እንደዛ ስላደረጉ ዶክተር አልሆንም ብዬ ቤት ተቀምጬ ምናምን እንደዛ አላስበውም። እዚህ ሆናለሁ፣ አሁንም ሆናለሁ፣ ወደፊትም ሆናለሁ ብዬ ነው የማስበው። እኔ እንግዲህ ፈጣሪ ከፈቀደ ከፈጣሪ ጋር ሆናለሁ ብዬ አስባለሁ። በየቤቱ አለ እንደነገርኩ ከኔ ጋር የተወሰዱት ልጆች ለራሳቸው ጥቅም ነው። አሁን ጽንሱም ቢፈጠር በሽታም ቢኖር
those who have been raped might encounter with unwanted pregnancy. It entirely damages their health. Before things go so worse, you better contact physician or talk to your family member. It is not upon your will. It is a forcefully committed rape. Feel it as it does not happen. Let us not be in a way that they want us to be. All what they want is to make us their beggars. You better feel as it is the sacrifice you paid to your country. It is my message to all who are victims of rape like me.
ስለዚህ አይቆጫችሁ። ይሄ በአገር የመጣ ነው፣ ለሀገራችሁ ለህልውናችሁ ብላችሁ ነው እንደዚህ ያደረጋችሁት። እንደውም ልትኮሩ ይገባል እናንተ መስዋዕት በመሆናችሁ ብዬ ነው የማስበው። እኔ ካሁኑ ልንነቅላቸው ይገባል። በጣም የተረገሙ ናቸው እነሱ። ከቤት እንዲወጡ እንዲናገሩ ሀሳባቸውን እንዲገልጹ በደንብ በቃ እንዳያፍሩ እንዳይሳቀቁ ልናረጋቸው ይገባል።
የ9ኛ ክፍል ተማሪ ናት። አንደኛ ነው የምትወጣው። ዶክተር ነው መሆን የምትፈልገው። እናንተም የምትፈልጉትን ነገር መሆን ትችላላችሁ። አሁንም ቢሆን
My daughter is a grade 9 student. She wants to be a doctor. Victims like my daughter can be what they want to be. It is not what you commit with your knowledge and consent. Please get the necessary health care, and I want you to help my daughter. The physician advised me to take her for further treatment.
ትችላለች አብሽሪ አይዞሽም ስላሉኝ እናንተም የተቻላችሁን እርዱን። ልጅ ያረጉሽን ነገር ንገሪኝ አንድ ባንድ። አዎ አቅሜ አይፈቅድም አውቃለሁ።
As soon as my daughter came home after days, I asked her to tell me what happened to her. I told her that I can take her to hospital so secretly. She didn't tell me for over 5 days. At the 6th day, I saw her crying in her room. It is what she usually does whenever she feels sad. By the time journalists came and contacted us, she told them everything. I was frightened, for it is at that time that I heard of that she was raped. As soon as the interview is over, I asked her about the reality. She replied me that she kept it mystery just to save me from psychological damage.
ልጄ እውነት ነው ወይ ይሄ ነገር ስላት አረ ውሸት ነው እኔ ለነሱ ነው ብላ ስትለኝ አይ በቃ እኔ ከዚህ በኋላ እናናግርሽም በቃ አኩርፌሻለሁ ነገር ስላት ነው አዎ ማዬ እኔ እኮ ያልነገርኩሽ እኮ ከኔ በበለጠ አንቺ ትጎጃለሽ ብዬ ነው።
ጀመረ ሲገባብን ሽሽት ይደን ነበርና ከዛስ የሄድንበት ቦታ ላይ ምንም ነገር የሚበላ አላገኘንም።
We were in a remote area while we were on the way back home after 4 days. They made us in jungle. 1 out of the 4 hung me and 4 of them raped me. I cannot bear all the pain. It was for I starved that I was coming back home. Gang rape is what I faced.
እዛ በኋላ ላይ ተጠቃቀሱና ደሞ በቋንቋቸው አወሩ። ሲያወሩ ጊዜ ያዝና 4 ናቸው እኔን ደፈሩኝ።
ጫካ ነበር የከረመው። ከዛ በመስጋናችን የሚበላ ምናምን የለም ነበር ስንመጣ ያዙ።
After 5 days long stay in a remote area and getting back home for something to eat, they caught us. It is while I was so hungry they raped me one after another.
ሰንጊዜ ግን በጣም ነበር የተሰማ። ያው ህልም የበላ ነው በመስጋናችን ነው ርቦን ነበር።
የስናለቅስባቸው ምን ስንላቸው ዝም በሉ እያሉ በጥፊ ነው የሚመቱን።
When we asked them where they are taking us, they slapped us. They took us to the hotel at 7 and get us back home at 2 in the evening. Within this time, they raped us one after another.
ከምሽቱ 2 ሰዓት ላይ ሂዱ ብለው ለቀቁን።
There are many elders who were gang raped by these devils. We do not have to feel despair of these evils. No single drop of our tear deserves them. No need of screaming and sorrow, rather we should be courageous, and victims like me should explain what happened there.